everybody. Happy Monday, April 11th, 2022. I'm glad you could join me today, even if you're live or it's later. I just hope you enjoy what you see today. We've been working on the 21 ways of spring cleaning your life, and today we're going to look at finding new inspiration or finding some inspiration. Maybe you already have what you use for inspiration, but it never hurts to, when we're spring cleaning life, to look at what you're doing and what you're using and how you go about it to see if you could fine tune it or tweak it or make it better, or you just never know. It always takes time, and I think this is the time of the year to look at all different types of things, and today it's inspiration. I am Mona with Journey.Of.Purpose Life Coaching, and I am a solution-focused, certified professional life coach. So, inspiration. I did some research like I normally do before I come on here with you, and there's lists of things on how to do it. There's lists of inspiration for different parts of your life. There's words that they use to inspire, and I did find a really cool list I Googled it, or researched it, and it was A through Z, alphabetical words that give you inspiration or bring about inspiration. So I went through that and kind of, not that I looked intensely at all 200, but I picked out 10 of my favorite words for inspiration, or words that mean something to me or made my heart jump or sing or brought about a reaction. It's the word yet. I haven't reached my goals yet. Instead of saying I haven't reached my goals. Or my flowers didn't bloom. They haven't bloomed yet. For you gardeners that are very into that. So that was my number one word, and that is the number one word for inspiration is yet. And some other words that I picked up were momentum, balance, love, freedom, passion, possibilities, laughter, truth, music. And you might say, music's kind of a noun. It's maybe not descriptive, but you know what? Music can inspire people. And not too long ago, I talked about finding your jam, and it was about music and what kind of music you listened to and what made you feel like you were on the top of the mountain and could go as far as you wanted. And so I threw music in there because I do like music. And I may not have a certain song that takes me there, but there are so many songs that take me to places in my life that I can remember exactly where I was with that song. And I do have some songs that come from, that were very romantic in certain movies, that may bring about that. So I added that on there. And with doing inspiration, they recommend that you post it on Post-it notes, maybe place it in the bathroom. I like to do one in my car too. And then make it a screensaver, like maybe on your cell phone or your laptop. But whatever it is, just carry that inspiration with you throughout the day, wherever you go. And I've even seen key rings or little notepads that have the inspiration that people want to follow. So these are just some ideas for you as you're trying to decide what inspiration you need, what you are doing for inspiration. And always, like I said, those words that I brought out today, always surround yourself with beautiful words. And once again, I always like to bring kids into a lot of these topics we've been talking about, because I wish when I was a kid, things would have gone differently, and that's how it is. But I just love to build children up, and I think it's so important to do it as young as you can with them. But on the other hand, I always say it's never too late. But just even like we talked about talents on Friday, and I didn't bring it up, but if you guys listened to that and remembered about that, when you're working on things for yourself and for talents, even like we talked about, bring your kids into that, because I think at a very young age, and sometimes school is not so positive, the kids aren't so positive, but I think we can build kids up and make them to be wonderful adults. And why not help them do it when they're young, so as they go into adulthood, they're not like a lot of us, and I can even say this for myself, where I'm having to learn things as an adult, where if I would have known that as a child, I might have had a totally different outlook on life, maybe sooner or younger or with more people. But just remember that you can always inspire others too. Yes, you want to be able to inspire yourself and get yourself built up, but that you can pass that around to other people. Hey, Valerie, thank you for joining. I don't know if I said hi, but hello. So, there were some ideas that someone, I always have people ask, because they might not know how to exactly, do these things that I've been talking about. And so I found some cute, different recommendations that people used on how they could find new inspiration or some inspiration. And one was, I've said this before, but always go beyond your comfort zone. Ask someone what their greatest life lesson is. Ask your creative friends about what projects they're working on. Learn something new. And it doesn't have to be something hard to do. It could be a new recipe. It could be a new menu item or something you just have always wanted to try. It might be a new dessert. Start before the inspiration strikes. So don't wait until you feel inspired or it's already there. Start doing the work and researching and introducing things into your life so that when it does strike, you're ready. And like I talked about, listen to a new type of music. Give yourself the gift of time. Do you know what the gift of time means? It means allow yourself time. Okay? Maybe it might be longer than 5 minutes. Maybe it's a half an hour, maybe it's 15 minutes, but just give yourself that gift. A common one, get back to nature. A lot of people do that, change your environment. The one that I thought was kind of cute, that I didn't think of, was go to the local bookstore. And you can either look for inspiration there, or maybe they recommended read an autobiography of someone you might admire, Read a classic. Just spend time with books. And I think that's something we don't do a lot anymore, and that's fine because we can do it in other ways, but I love going just to a bookstore. I just always have. And I love the smell of a new book. Maybe that might be weird, maybe a million won't like that, but I do just really love that smell of a new book. So these are just some ideas, and I'm curious as we go along and you've listened to this, what inspires you? Or who inspires you? Why does something inspire you? And just really spend some time looking at that because, through this inspiration, it just helps us in so many other areas of our life with other people. And it doesn't mean that it's just about inspiration, but inspiration would, if you look at it like we're doing today, one inspiration, but it may help you with your personal life, relationships, with your children, your work, your fun time. But just think of some of those questions. Why does someone inspire you? Who inspires you? What inspires you? And if you know of an inspiration right now that you're working on, that you're going to introduce into your life, share that below, okay? And let us know what you think, because everybody loves to learn about other people, and that's what a lot of this is include other people in that decision and get their opinions. And so, good, Valerie agrees with me. She loves to read and hold and smell a new book. Yeah, I love that. There's just something about the pages in that new smell book. So until Wednesday, think about your inspiration, what you've learned today, what you'd like to add, share it in the box. And if you ever have any questions on where I get my information or where to look for help in doing that, please let me know. I'm willing to share and educate and help you along that journey. So until Wednesday, thanks again for being with me. Have a great day. Here's to a new week. And maybe by Friday, something will have inspired you that you can share. Until then, enjoy the journey, be empowered, and live on purpose. Bye-bye.